T-I-T-O.
Tito. Okay, you're originally from Colombia?
I was born in Colombia, but I was made in the USA.
We love that. Born in Colombia, made in the USA. Okay, so how long have you been here?
33 years I've been here.
Okay, and have you ever wished you were back in Colombia for 1 second?
Well, I have my family there, and unfortunately I have to leave because we live in the mountains. There were a lot of communists and guerrillas, terrorists that killed a lot of members of my family. So at one point, I have to leave the country. So I had to choose either Europe or come to the United States, and I chose to come here.
Okay, and so now you're here, you have your own business?
I came to America, and when I came, I didn't know the country. I didn't have any family. I didn't have any money. And I didn't know anything about the country. But America is so great that it gives the opportunity to people like yourself to accomplish American dream, and I've been able to do it. So it's amazing that our congressmen out there want to take money from me to give it to other people just because they don't want to work harder or they don't have a dream.
Now, how many hours every week do you work to make your business?
Okay, when I started, I used to work about between 12 and 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Previous to that, I used to work in a construction company as an employee, and I worked about between 8 and 10 hours a day, and I went to college at night. I did that for 8 years. Like a race, and then I started my business.
Okay, so how many years have you had your own business now?
About 8 years, between 7 and 8 years.
And you still got it going? And how many people do you give jobs to?
Right now the situation is bad. We only have 5 employees, including myself. We have more employees, but we have to get a layoff, and we have to let it go because with the situation we can't keep our more employees.
Yeah. And what's going to happen to your ability to keep providing those people a paycheck, socialized medicine?
Well, not because of socialized medicine, but it's because of the whole overall structure of what Congress is trying to do to the whole nation. Congress is enacting laws like cap and trade. And cap and trade is a punishment to oil companies. And I used to build gas stations for Exxon, and I built my last gas station about 2 years ago because Exxon makes more money drilling in Brazil and drilling in other countries and make billions and billions of dollars. And here I'm struggling because now I cannot build gas stations, and Exxon don't want to do business in America. So these congressmen make bills that kills my jobs, kills people's jobs, and kills the ability for me to progress in this country.
That is. So having lived in a communist state where you had guerrilla activity, you essentially had terrorism against the country's own people, what do you think Americans need here as they move closer and closer to socialism?
Yeah, that's right, closer and closer. Americans do not know what is coming to them. And it's like when you have a movie and you have seen the movie. I have seen that movie myself. I have been part of the movie because I've been there as a player in the communist or socialist movie. Now, Americans do not know because this is the first time that they're going to see the movie. So socialism is coming little by little to America. And the way that it's going to come is when the government is going to take every piece of control that you have. And the government is going to decide, for instance, what kind of business you're going to create in America. What kind of, if it's a big company and it doesn't produce any jobs, the government is going to take over, and now the government is owner of the company. Also, the government is going to say what kind of energy you're going to be producing, or what kind of energy is going to be produced in America. So the government is going to take all the choices that you have now, and it's going to dictate the control how they want. Now, what happened in the future? In the future is that you, as an American, you're going to be directly connected to a politician or to the political party that is in the government. That means that you're going to have to either be politically active for that politician or be basically, kissing his boots in order for you to have a job or to have a contract or a possible contract in that industry. So the government, little by little, the government take over everything, and you don't have no more choices. Then your liberty is gone. You only have to choose what the government wants, and that's it. Or the liberty is gone there after that point.
So what do you want from the government?
I want the government to stay away from the private enterprise. I know the government has to build roads, but I build the roads and the government provides for that money. I understand that's part of the government. I know the government has to have a military. I know there's little things that the government has to do. But let me explain something, because a lot of people say, the government is in building roads, right? But you choose which road you go. You don't choose. The government do not tell you choose this road. This is the way you're going to go, right? And that is a freedom that you have. If the government takes over the industry like that, the car industry, then you don't have no choice. Then he's going to have 2 or 3 cars, and that's the one you're going to choose, and that's it. So basically, I want the government to be out of the private industry, healthcare, car industry, banking industry, insurance industry. The government has put their hands there, little by little, and it's taking everything.
Do you have a family here?
My wife.
Okay, and do you have kids?
Yeah, I have kids.
So are you concerned about what kind of country they're going to have when they grow up?
Correct, because my kids do not know. What kind of country they're going to have. And your kids and many other families do not know what kind of country they're going to get. But I do know, because I have seen it. So I argue Americans, and I tell them that we have to go up and start working in being political activists. I am political activist, and I go all over Virginia telling Americans what is the danger of what the Congress is going to do. Most people call these congressmen liberals. I do not call them liberals. I call them socialists, because they have a socialist philosophy. They might disguise that philosophy under the name of democracy or Democrat Party, or that they are for democratic values, but they're not. They are for socialist values, and socialist values is less freedom for them.
Okay, so now who is your congressional representative?
My congressional representative is Jerry Connolly, and Mr. Jerry Connolly has been a coward. He has not joined to any town hall meetings. He has not been open to the people, and he has not been able to give us the opportunity to speak to him directly. Now, we are working for the next year.
Is Connolly in?
I don't know. We're going to find out. But Mr. Connolly is going to find out that I'm going to put all my money, all my effort, all my time, all my resources, every penny that I make and that I own in my company, I'm going to put it to defeat him in the next election if he is going to continue with the socialist policies that he has. Either him and any other congressman that is in America, I'm going to fight for what is right for America. In any piece of land in America, I'm going to do that, whatever it takes.
And that's what you're going to go tell them?
And that's what I'm going to do. And the reason why I do that is because it's what I have to lose now is nothing. I could lose everything, but it's nothing compared what my kids are going to have. What I'm going to have is they're going to lose everything.
We will let you get inside and go tell all of this to the congressman. We have one last question. At her best, what do you think America represents to people who live under dictatorship?
Explain the question. What is that? What?
For people who live in regimes, who live under totalitarian governments, what do you think the American founding ideas and the best of America offers to those people or means to them?
Okay. For me, I speak for myself, and I speak for many people like myself who come from other countries. With that, we don't have the opportunity in other countries. And I tell you why we don't have the opportunity. Because the government or the politician or the political party controls everything. So you don't have the opportunity to own your own business. And if you have to be part of the establishment or part of the political system, in which the political system is going to throw you crumbs. And I, in Colombia, I did not want that. And I fought against that. Unfortunately, I had to come to America. And in America, it's becoming that way. So that's something that we're going to lose. We're going to lose the opportunity of Americans having the opportunity to build their future on their own. Whatever they decided, whatever it is that they have the idea for. Americans are the most outgoing people, the most they believe in things way beyond that they could imagine, and that's what I learned from Americans, that anything is possible for them, anything that they dream they could accomplish. And when I came to America and I learned from Americans, that's what is the American dream. My dreams and my goals are way up there, and I'm going to try to get it. Maybe I don't get it, but I'm going to try. And that's what is America about. Not about the government giving to you, or not about government giving up entitlements to you. It's about about dreaming, making these dreams possible. And in America, at this moment, that in this land is possible.
That is wonderful to hear. Tito, thank you so much for talking to us. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're on our side.
Where are you from, sir?